Testing. There we go. There we go. Finally. Sorry about that. I have a crazy day. Crazy day. And actually, after I'm done with this, I'm going to go back out and do some more work. So, my name is Mike Reed. I am a commercial appliance technician in Houston, Texas. And I'm here to give you information on the commercial appliance business. Let me add some more. Hold on 1 second. Let me get this stuff queued up. Had a little problem getting the computer ready. Let me see here. I have, here's the information for Thursday's show. So I do welcome everybody who's here. I do appreciate you being here. What I'm talking about today is Walmart. Let me bring this music down a little bit. Let's see what we got here. LED. What's happening? LED Handyman Services. What's going on? Good to see you. So, Walmart. Oh, there it is. Walmart. Walmart is adding not just Charlie cheesesteak. I'll start with USA Today. So Walmart is adding Gatti's Pizza to around 100 locations. Now, these are primarily going to involve the state of Texas. And what the hell? You know what? I'm just going to do this. Pizza in Walmart. Here we go. Austin, USA Today. What I want to do is, it's in the industry news of, there's Progressive Grocer. What I want is, it's like Restaurant Daily or something. Hold on 1 second. I have it already. It's in Restaurant Business. All right, so let me pull that up for you. So for quite some time, Walmart has been trying to find a tenant for these locations once McDonald's pulls out. So McDonald's is leaving. As their lease comes due, McDonald's is leaving Walmart. So Walmart has been filling these restaurant spaces with Subway. They've been filling these spaces with Charlie cheesesteak. They've been filling these spaces with Domino's. And there are probably a couple others, but those are just the ones that I've seen. So here it is from, let's see here. Yeah, Restaurant Business Online. This is as of July 15th. They are moving forward with adding new chains such as Mr. Gatti's Pizza to nearly 100 locations in the coming years. So as those leases come due, McDonald's is moving out, and then other food chains are moving in. For those of you who are not familiar with Mr. Gatti's, let me show you what that looks like. Because if you're in the South, you're going to run across Mr. Gatti's Pizza. It is another one of these Texas chains. It's an older chain. Let me make sure you guys can see. Oh yeah, you weren't able to see that. No, Walmart's not getting into the game. Walmart's not getting into it. Hey, Picture Man, what's happening? And Grade A Appliance, what's going on? Appliance Direct. Yeah, so let me make this a little bigger for you guys so you can see it. Because unfortunately, I do have to run back out and I have to take care of some more restaurants this evening. So here, so this is Mr. Gatti's Pizza. 100 locations. The plan was actually to put in Domino's. So they have put in a number of Domino's locations. I can't find the exact numbers of how many Domino's have moved into Walmart locations, but I actually have a Domino's and a Walmart that's about 7 minutes from my home. So one Walmart has a Charlie cheesesteak, another Walmart has a Domino's. And then yet again, another Walmart has a Subway. So yeah, I have those three in my market. So let me show you what Mr. Gatti's. A typical Mr. Gatti's has this. It's like a Charlie cheese. I mean, not. It's like a where they have pizza, games, and parties. So it is your buffet style pizza. So it's buffet style pizza, and then they also have games. So one half of the location is dedicated to the pizza buffet, and then another half, and sometimes it's a large, sometimes it's actually half, and then other times it's a quarter of the location is dedicated to the games. We've had a number of Gatti's Pizza that tried to open up in my market, and they closed shortly thereafter. I don't even know if those locations lasted a full year. And the issue that Gatti's Pizza is having is an operator issue. It isn't the concept. The concept is sound. It is like Showbiz Pizza, Chuck E. Cheese, that type of thing, without the animatronics. So I've actually taken my daughter to some Gatti's Pizzas, and it's fun for the kids, but the problem comes in where it's time to feed the parents. And what Gatti's is running into the problem of is poor quality control. Some of the operators are skimping on how they are preparing the food, and it doesn't taste quite right. Now there's a big difference, because there are locations here in Texas where at lunchtime I've gone in there to do work, and at lunchtime it is jam-packed. It is jam-packed. And actually some of the people that were managers of the locations were actual chefs. The food was good. The people showed up. For some time, I didn't even know they had games, because it was just full of adults in there eating. That's just how good the food is at a Gatti's Pizza when it's done correctly. So as you go along, you're going to find these different places in your local Walmart. Now, why am I telling you about this? Well, the reason why I'm telling you about these new vendors that are popping up inside of Walmart is because they don't have a service provider. With each Gatti's Pizza I've gone to as a customer or as a service provider, it is strictly run and gun. It is strictly run and gun at these locations. They don't have any set service in mind. They typically will call the manufacturer, and I've given you some of these manufacturers already. So if you follow me any length of time, you already have every single manufacturer that Gatti's Pizza is using, with the exception of the oven. Sometimes they're using XLT, other times they're using Middleby Marshall. So that will vary. But as far as the serving tables, that is the same manufacturer that I gave you last week. That's what brand they're using for their hot tables and for their cold serving. It's that exact brand. It's just so happened that this hit the industry news as far as, they're doing North Texas, Southern Oklahoma. So that is in Louisiana. Yeah. So here we go. Sorry about that. Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, and they're going to be in Kentucky. So you're not guaranteed that you're going to have a Gatti's. It's just that Gatti's is one of the potential vendors that's going to be in those places. So it is Subway, Charlie Cheesesteak, Mr. Gatti's Pizza, and you would have to actually go to these places and speak with the manager and let them know. Okay, so it says right here, so they've had a long partnership. Walmart had a long partnership with brands such as McDonald's and Subway. But McDonald's and Subway are closing their locations. So they've all cited declining sales, which is true. So they're not meeting the quota of the number of people coming through. And to be honest with you, when there is a McDonald's in there, people tend to walk on by. With that being said, I have seen some McDonald's where, they do have a healthy number of customers ordering at any given time. But as a whole, when you go by, customers just walk right in and they walk right past the McDonald's. So here's another one that I gave you. Uncle Sharky's Poke Bar. So they're based here in Houston. So for all you guys, LED Handyman, all you guys in California, Utah, Hawaii, I have people that follow me in Hawaii, and then also here in Texas, Uncle Sharky's Poke Bar. So I have given you Uncle Sharky's. If you go over some of the old videos, I talked about Sharky's Poke Bar about 1.5 years ago. So they are based here. They're like in Sugarland. They're based here in Houston, Texas, Uncle Sharky's Poke Bar. I gave you their information. I gave you an email address to contact them. They have not responded to me at all. So if you do see these locations, they're pretty much on their own. So you would actually need to go ahead and contact the manager and give them your information. As others have said, this is hard. It is a little difficult to get in this business. I can agree with you. It is very difficult. You're going to need to put together a nice packet of brands that you're authorized with. You're probably going to want to swing on by Sharky's Poke Bar, Charlie's, Gatti's Pizza, and just be aware of the equipment they have in there. Make sure that you are signed up with those manufacturers. The reason why I'm telling you this is due to the fact that everything is going to be under warranty. When these places first open up, everything is going to have at least a 90-day warranty. After that, certain hot side pieces of equipment are going to start to fall off. What's going to be left is refrigeration. refrigeration is going to have at least 1 to 3 years of an all-inclusive. Then after that, they're going to have their 5 years on the compressor, part only, no labor, part only. The customer is going to have to pay you the service call, the trip fee, your diagnostic fee. The customer is responsible for all of that. They're responsible for the labor to install the compressor. They're responsible for all the miscellaneous as far as putting it in, your gas, your solder, your rod, your flux, vacuum, pump oil. They're responsible for all of that. But you need to be there so that you can at least be an option for this clientele. And let me find out this Sharky's Poke Bar. Uncle Sharky's. All right, so I gave you guys this one. Hopefully you remember this one. So this is one of the brands I brought up. It is here. I did mention that I was gonna swing on by. I never did get a chance to swing on by. I'm tied up. I'm gonna wrap up this stream in probably about a good 10 minutes, and then I have to hightail it on over to a restaurant before they close and take care of them. Let's see if I could find anything about them. See what the Uncle Sharky's. So I don't have anything for you guys on the Northeast, but here's your Walmart information for the South and the West Coast. So Uncle Sharky's, let me at least give you their, yes. So here it is, Uncle Sharky's. Oh yeah, they are. I thought they were in Sugar Land. So this is their location. That is their phone number. I don't know why it's an 808 number, but there's their number. Here's the email for Sharky's Poke. And it will pop up in some Houston locations. So let me put this in over here, and let me give you the email for you all on Instagram. So you can send them over your information. If you find that there is a Uncle Sharky's in the Walmart near you, you can always shoot your certificate of insurance and your W-9 on over to Uncle Sharky's. You can always swing by and then give them your same information, contact, and then what you would do for them as far as condenser coil cleaning for their units. Because this is raw fish, you know, they don't do a lot of cooking. Now they do have shrimp, so they're using something to prepare the food. And I don't think it's cooking by way of chemical reaction. I think they are actually grilling it. But I'll look more into that for you. So let's see here. And let me get you the Gatti's Pizza information. Yeah, Gatti's Pizza is an older company. Oh, really? They are not providing any. These people just hide behind so much. Yeah, they have a number of locations. They had a lot more. I believe Gatti's Pizza reduced their stores by a number of 100. If I'm remembering correctly, they've reduced their stores by 100. So here is Gatti's Pizza. So this is the territory that they're covering. But as far as Walmarts, you're going to have Louisiana, Texas, Kentucky, Oklahoma, and more. Let me see if I could find any more about them. Let's see if it's under careers. See if I can find any contact for these people. It is a little difficult sometimes to get a contact number for these guys. But like I said, each location is pretty much on their own. You're going to need to reach out to them directly. See nothing. Let me see if it's under training. Nope. You would think they would make it easy to get in touch with these people, but they really do not make it easy. And with that, no, the Walmart has nothing to do. Oh, you're saying that Walmart is getting into heating and air? Walmart sells a lot on their website. If you remember, Walmart purchased Jet. Walmart purchased an online retailer. So here we go right here. Walmart in 2016, Walmart purchased Jet.com. So they purchased this online for $3.3 billion. And what they got in purchasing this e-commerce startup, excuse me, is they end up taking the technology, that infrastructure, to have that marketplace. So you'll see a lot of things sold on Walmart.com, and they are essentially doing the same thing Amazon is doing, where Walmart is not actually selling all those items. It is a third party. It's a provider like you and I that is selling things on Walmart.com. Walmart HVAC. So if you go into it, let's see here. If you go into it, portable air conditioners installed by Handy. Here, just another. These are just regular AC, and see, they're using Angie. And they're using Angie's List. So it's not Walmart, it's Angie's List. This is Angie's List. Sold and shipped by Walmart, but they're having Angie's List do all the work. Why choose Angie's List? So they changed Angie's List changed their name. Upfront pricing, top rated professionals, blah, 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 blah. So they're just partnering up with Angie's List. It's not actually Walmart. It's just the platform that they're using. So most of the people that follow me, they're very familiar with Angie's List, especially on residential. They're intimately familiar with Angie's List. I had a advertising account with Angie's List about 10, 12 years ago. And Angie's List screwed me over so bad. I had a bill of like $2 or $3 grand, and I had 0 customers to show for it. Angie's List was sending me KitchenAid tabletop mixers and blenders, and they were sending me Kenmore vacuum cleaners and all kind of stuff. So, and they didn't want to reduce the bill. They kept saying that they would, and they never did. So what you realize that you'll find, you'll find Allstate, Angie's List, all kind of different third parties are involved with all these different platforms, but it's not actually Walmart themselves. It's just another deal between companies to provide this service. So Angie's List is actually handling the putting in of the window air conditioner. This is not, a regular air conditioner. This is just a window air conditioner. See, they have their little thing that says support shop.walmart.angies.com. So this is actually Angie's List website with the subdomain of Walmart. So this is actually, see, Angie's List and Walmart together. Let's help with Angie's List and Walmart. Angie's List has such a bad name with service providers, you know, so they have to, a lot of people are trying to find customers by any means necessary. And Walmart is trying to find something to do with this $3.3 billion purchase. $3.3 billion they paid for this damn platform, and they got nothing to show for it. Nothing to show for it. So it's been a very slow, it's been very slow going for Walmart on that thing. Right, coming soon. Right. So LED Handyman says Bryant Heating and Cooling dealers coming soon. So they're still trying to work this out, how they're going to do it. They're still going to work this out. So once again, like brands like Bryant, but I don't, LED Handyman, I don't work on air conditioning. That is a whole nother business. It's a whole nother side of things. I only deal with commercial appliances. 63 Impala, what's happening? I do not deal with air conditioning. All right, I'll check that Instagram. But I have nothing to do with air conditioning. I don't mention air conditioning. There are at least 30 YouTube channels, 60 TikTok channels, and a good 15 that are solely dedicated to air conditioning. I don't need to get involved with that. I don't deal with that. So I am dealing with commercial appliances, commercial ovens, commercial dishwashers, refrigerators, prep tables, freezers, that whole thing. I stay away from air conditioning. So what we've gone over today is the McDonald's moving out of Walmart and some Subways. McDonald's moving out, and these are the companies that are moving in. Like I told you guys before, a year ago, Uncle Sharky's is moving into Walmart. So of course, Poke is a little bigger. You know, if you're talking about New York and you're talking about all of California, Poke, that's your thing. Ceviche is a little more Miami, a little more Florida, period. But you know, they get into Poke too. So you got Uncle Sharky's, and now you have Gatti's Pizza. I'm curious to see if they are going to bring the games into Gatti's Pizza. That's going to be interesting. So everything so far only mentions the food. So we'll have to see. And let me see what else we got. So Sharky's, Uncle Sharky's, and the rest. Well, yeah, hey, he said he doesn't care for Walmart. I feel you on that one. Walmart has been, I take care of the pharmacies. I've given you guys Hatco for the pharmacies in Walmart. You guys see me work on True refrigerators. The pharmacy refrigerators that are not Hatco are now going to be True. So you have that option. So you have True, you got Hatco. That's for the pharmacy in Walmart. Then in Walmart, the restaurant, the standalone, well, it's inside the location, but that restaurant is, those are the names that I've given you. You know what you got to do. I will say this. These locations, because we've got about, I got about 3 minutes with you guys. These locations are going to have an extremely difficult time. And the reason why I say that they're going to have an extremely difficult time is due to the condition of these Walmart locations. Oh, my sister's on Instagram. Aiden, Don, Aisha, and oh, my niece is on here too. What's up, Bree Bree? So the reason why I say that these locations are going to have a hard time is due to the fact that you have a landlord and tenant situation. As McDonald's is moving out of these spots, out of these locations, Walmart is not stripping them down, redoing the electrical boxes, and redoing the outlets. With that said, the biggest problem I've had working in these Walmarts is their electrical boxes, is their outlets. Now, in the dining area of these facilities, their contract states that the electrical outlets fall under Walmart's responsibility. So when you go out there and the ice machine isn't working, the tea brew isn't working, the FBD machine isn't working, that you don't have to worry about those outlets. Your client doesn't have to worry about the outlet. All they have to do is put in a service ticket, and Walmart will repair that faulty outlet typically within 24 hours. They're very good about that. But the problem comes in on the hot side, right? What you see behind me, the cook's line, where your fryers are and all that other good stuff, the warmers, toasters, those are going to be plugged into the wall. And usually those outlets have grease in them and other things from McDonald's that weren't taken care of. And Walmart isn't responsible for servicing that part of it. So let's see here. All right. Any reason why the coolers in Sam's Club to be down for over 3 weeks? You've been to 2 different locations and both of them had the same problem. In the fresh meat section. Well, Sam's Club has their own. They contract that stuff out. Walmart and Sam's Club, they have their own staff. Now they had a gentleman in Arkansas. His name was Taz. Taz has left. He used to be responsible for dispatching all that stuff. So I could have put you in touch with Taz, but Taz he's now moved on. He's still in the business. He just works for somebody else now. And I don't know. I can possibly get a hold of Taz and find out. I can possibly find out and find out. Well, you know what? That all depends on where it is. I don't think Arkansas is a union state. You got to remember, Walmart is in Arkansas. So, when it comes to those, yeah, you're not going to be able to touch any of that kind of stuff for Sam's Club or Walmart. That's going to be in-house. When it comes to Target, you're not going to do any of that. That's going to be either in-house. It's a combination of in-house and a combination of Hossmann. When it comes to who else is there? But just those. When it comes to that, you're not going to be able to touch any of that. You're talking about tens of thousands of dollars of product. You're talking about at least $3,000 to $4,000 worth of refrigerant to serve, that is in the racks, that is being pumped to those cases. So they're not letting you do it. Hossmann and in their own people. That's what is chopped up between those two. All right, now let's see here. What I have to get going. I got a deep fryer with my name on it. Let me see what time it's gonna take me to get there. What other questions you guys got for me before I get up out of here? I do appreciate all the people who follow me on Instagram. So I could possibly go live another time. It's just that our internet and our infrastructure has kind of been a little crazy since the storm. Let me see here. I am going to a Asian restaurant. They don't close until 9:30. Let me see if I could find them here. One second. Well, with that, I mean, I'll be back on Thursday, roughly around the same time, between 7 and 8 on Thursday. It depends on how long Mike Sneed is going to be on. He has been going on earlier, just because this is the height of the summer and all that good stuff. Yeah, well, see, LED Handyman, you're in California, so if you're in a union state, they have to have union workers. But when you're in a state like Texas, you don't have to have union. They don't have to have union workers, so they have those. That's all separate and broken up. So, but you guys aren't going to be able to do that kind of stuff. You will be able to service the pharmacy. They contract out that work. HAPCO has it in their contract that they will provide service for the duration. As long as they have those refrigerators, all Walmart pharmacy has to do is get on the phone with HAPCO, and HAPCO is going to get in touch with you and have you go on out there and take care of it. Whatever parts you need, HAPCO is going to overnight it. They'll typically overnight it to that pharmacy, and then you just go back. They'll call you and let you know it's in. The pharmacist will call you. Everybody's going to call you, and then you just swing back on over there, put in the part, and then HAPCO is going to pay you. I am merely guessing that True is offering the same service. So True has so many different plans that they're doing. Some, they just throw the product out there and they say, hey, when there's a problem, you take care of it. And when it comes to this being in the pharmacy, chances are True is going to take care of everything to be competitive with HAPCO. So now, C33 Impala says, why would they let coolers not be in use for so long? Very simply, it's because there is thousands of dollars worth of refrigerant in those line sets, servicing those cases. So you have to do a full check. That line set runs underneath the concrete. It runs underneath the floor and then up into those cases. So they're going to have to, pump down, recover, isolate. So we'll just say that they're going to have to isolate those units, and then they're going to have to check it. Maybe they have compressors that they're waiting on. Maybe there's a leak. Maybe they have oil pumps on them. Maybe there's oil pump situation. And then they don't do the work. Typically, they don't do the work during the day. They do the work late in the evening into the early mornings. So I've asked them for permission to take pictures of the guys working, but they wouldn't give me permission. But I've been to these places and they've had no less than 15 techs to go out to these to Walmart, to Sam's Club, and stuff like that. Especially when it's Hossman, they'll go out and they'll literally sit there at the entrance waiting for the store to close. And about an hour before the store closes, they're then allowed to come into the location and bring in all their stuff and set up. So typically that's how that works. So you got to realize it. They don't. Sam's Club, Walmart, Target, those places. That's not. They don't. It's not so much an urgency to get this stuff up, right? When you go to these places, it's never any type of urgency. They will actually, if it's going to be down for some a lengthy amount of time, they will actually bring in other cases. They will bring in standalone upright freezers and things like that and line them up in the aisle or in those different sections and then put that food in there. So when these cases are down, they just won't SQ services, what's going on? They just will stop the delivery. Walmart controls everything. They're controlling the distribution, the whole nine. So they will just hold off on receiving product until they can go ahead and get that done. Exactly. So 63 Impala is saying, yeah, you had a compressor job at Petco and you had to come in at 4 a.m. to do that job. Now that Petco, was that through Conap? Because Conap gave me a Petco job and I gave them a high number. So I never heard back from them. I only do those jobs so I can report back to you guys what's going on out there. So let me know if that was Conap that gave you that one. So I believe that is a new account for Conap. Is going to be Petco nationwide. So that'll be another thing. If you're going to do Petco, so you can do, every single Petco has a commercial washer and dryer in the back at every single Petco. So that's, you can do the refrigeration for Petco and you can do their laundry. Laundry Lux had the contract on that for some time. I don't know if they still do. I could find out for you guys if that's something that you're interested in. But Petco is going between Speed Queen. So sometimes you might find a Unimac back there, but Speed Queen, Unimac, which is all the same company, and then Electrolux. So you might see Wascomat sometimes. Other times you might see Electrolux, but once again, that's the same company. Oh, okay, it was with the same company that does your that you guys do the vending machines from. All right, so what's the name? I just said their name. So I do have an account now that is taking care of some of these Petcos. So I guess they're muscling in. So it's between the two of you guys that are handling Petco. All right. So check me out on Thursday. I might just go live some other times during the week or weekend. Oh, what is today? Oh, yeah, today's Thursday. Oh, man, I could have waited. Oh, I'm thinking today is Tuesday or whatever day that I go on. I'm getting older. I forget what day it is. Oh, I could have did that deep fryer and then came and did this live with you guys. Oh well, I'll see what I can do about going live a little later on. I do have to run because I gotta shoot up to an area just west of our downtown. It's a little hot, trendy area. I gotta go up there and take care of this Asian restaurant. All right, with that, I'll check in with you guys later. Maybe I'll go live on Instagram and let you guys see what I'm doing. If hopefully I have enough battery. Talk to you later, and keep the questions coming because I'm going to address the charge issue. Like you guys are asking how much did you charge and all that other kind of stuff. So I'll tell you guys yet again how that goes. All right. And with that, I'll catch you guys later.